Welcome back everyone. So in this video we are going to learn how to do pixel art in the dev world. It has been a video that I wanted to come out with for a long minute, but just everything gets in the way and Noita has so much to offer and I get sidetracked quite easily, so I apologize. But without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to be doing a logo for Nightwind. And they're a fantastic content creator. And as far as I saw their logo first in the like spoiler Discord in the official, well, I guess official Noita Discord, and I wanted to tidy it up and make a nice and fancy one for them. So we're going to be using that as an example today. And you can notice that we have a bunch of pictures here. So what we're first going to start off with is this one right here. I named it Rainbow Feather, but it doesn't have any rainbow in it. So what's currently going on is this white here is the spark for Noita, and this blue is like temple brick. So what I'm going to do is open this up in Photoshop. Photoshop is the easiest for me to edit all these pictures and whatnot, so I'm going to be doing it that way. So we're going to throw this in here, boop. And then what I'm going to do is select this white, and I'm going to change that to a different material. So let's go to select, color range, select the white, and it's just going to select the white. So you can already see that there's a problem. It's not selecting this like lighter white, and some that is selected, that's not that big of a problem, but we'll get into that issue once we fully like make this a rainbow wing. So I'm gonna change this brush size to 5,000. So every time I click, it's just going to fill in everything. And we're going to open this up. So this is a materials XML. I have it in the folder that I'll provide in the in my Google Docs, and it's going to be Pixel Art Noita. So in here, it has all the different materials and everything. So I already know what I want to look for. I want to look for the rainbow. So we're gonna look for rainbow, and yeah, we'll make it rainbow gas. I think that'll look nice. So what we're going to look for is the wang color. So this is the Hexcolor that you want to use, and you highlight everything past the first two. The first two don't matter, and you'll copy that, and then we're gonna hop back into Photoshop. If you don't use Photoshop, you can use a Hexcolor changer that's available like online. I'll most likely put that in the description as well, but I'm gonna click on here right quick, and then I'm gonna paste that Hexcolor. And so apparently rainbow is yellow. I apologize about that little cut. You can also notice that this is not the same picture. This one is also an index. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I was not able to change anything when I was trying to edit this one, which is now this one. But this one we're dragging into Photoshop, and now we're able to mess with it. So let's do that again. For now, let's do a little bit of a yellow over here so we don't have to, actually, you know what? We'll go through that same process again. So what we're gonna do is we're going to select color range, select this white, and then as you can see, it's not selecting everything, but that's perfectly fine. And then we're gonna go back in here. We're gonna copy this one. I'm gonna minimize this, and then we're going to open that Hexcolor. There we go. And now we're gonna change our brush size to a bajillion and click once, and it's gonna fill all that in with the rainbow gas. So let's save that real quick and minimize this. Let's open Noita up. But we're going to open the dev world. So if you're curious on how to get here, I have a video already on that, and we're gonna open that up. And now that we're in here, let's spawn in the picture that we just made. So we're gonna hit T for Tango, and it's going to open this up, and we're going to just look for our rainbow feather. And we'll hit open. If you don't hit anything and you go back to the game, it will have issues and you'll have to force quit the game. So just make sure you either hit open or cancel. We're gonna hit open, and then we're gonna tab back in. And now we have this picture of a feather. So let's spawn it in and see what it does. That's pretty cool. So that was all we did for that few seconds that we were in the picture file, but I've taken the liberty to make a few more of them. So let's see what they do. So we're going to open our Spark one real quick. So that's Spark Feather, and you can see that this one has a visual tied to it. So let's look and see what that is. So with the Spark Feather, it's just going to spawn in this. So this is white spark, and then this is just like temple brick, and it has this right next to it, the Spark Feather visual. So this is going to be applied to this, and it's going to put all the colors from this on this one. So even though this is white spark already, it's going to be white with this, and then even though this is temple brick, it's going to be black temple brick. So let's open that up. Spark Feather, boop. And then we'll spawn it right here. Bah. Pretty neat. I'm definitely a fan. But let's see what else we got. We have a Fire Feather, same concept. Let's do that one. And then we get into the fun ones that I've made. And this one is Telefeather. So don't spawn this on top of yourself, because the light blue is unstable teleportatium. The lighter blue is just the temple brick, and then the purplish is air. So if I was to spawn it right here, it would actually drop us. So I'm going to spawn it right here, and then you can't see it, but right at the very edge of the bone, I actually don't know how feathers are designed. I think that's bone. Cartilage. I don't know that much about birds apparently, but you can see there's a lava and a little bit of metal to make sure that you can spawn it in and see what happens. But let's do that. Okay, well, you get a little glimpse of behind the scenes, because I learned something new today. Apparently lava doesn't actually cause unstable teleportatium to catch on fire. So let's fix that up real quick. We're gonna hop in here, and we're going to grab our Telefeather, and we're gonna drag it right here. Okay, so at the very tip right here is where I have the little catalyst going. So we're gonna fix that up real quick. And what we're going to do, how do we make it so that the fire is not immediate? So what I'm going to do, we could have just like a little coil going up to it. That might look cool. Let's do that. This isn't the final one that I had settled on, but we'll do that. So let's grab some fire from here. I was having trouble finding the fire, but I know orb powder is flammable, so we're just gonna choose that one instead. Copy. We're gonna click on this one and then throw that there. And then we're going to throw one right here, and we're going to, actually I think this one's it. There we go. We're going to copy this, swap back, And just to make sure that I have the right one, because I don't know if I did, I can do that one more time. Okay. Yeah, that's the proper one. And then we're going to erase some of this. We don't want that big of an eraser. We want 1 pixel. We're going to drop it down. There we go. Okay. So we're going to save this one, Control S. If you add any other layers or anything, then you do have to export it. But for now, we can just save it, and it's going to save it right here. And then we can hop back into Noita, choose that telefeather. And this time, everything should spawn properly. So you can see our little pixel right there. Boop. There we go. Nice and pretty. So something that I ran into an issue was with all these pixels, there was actually individual pixels that would not be touched by the fire at all. So how I solved that is I actually made the background white so you won't even know that these ones aren't deleted. So let's go with the finished product and see what it looks like. Just kidding, I have one more before the final one. This one is a blue background, but let's spawn that in and see what it looks like. So this is still using the lava and metal catalyst. For some reason it works, but yeah, there's this nice one, and then let's get the other one over here. And this is the final product that I've came up with, and I think it looks pretty nice. So yeah, I'll throw all these files in my Google Docs, like I said, and you can mess with them or use them as an example. But let's spawn in some other ones, like our test world. So that's going to be test map, no orb, new charm, tentacle. There was a lot of stuff that I named it strange, but we're gonna click right here, and then we suddenly have our little testing facility. So yeah, it's pretty cool. These lamps don't latch on properly, but something that I haven't had to really deal with down below. But yeah, you can test out stuff here, have some fun with it. This is, I believe, actually, let's grab it real quick with colon. Then, oh, this is the wood that burns forever, so that's kind of cool. And this is flux, I believe. There's just all random types of materials here, and yeah, I think it's fun just grabbing random ones and drawing with them. I use this as a template when I'm trying to make other things, but yeah. And then let's spawn in one more, and this one is the I call it Glass Island, and it looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. So we'll spawn that right up here. Boop. Alright. Well, hopefully you learned something, and hopefully you can make your own creative pixel art and all sorts of stuff with this newfound knowledge. But either way, have a enjoyable rest of your evening, noon, and or night. Goodbye.